echt helemaal gaar. Compleet doorweekt. En zitten pas op dag 1.
Well, these riders, they are incredible because what they are going to do 2 times 250 kilometers in 2 days, well, they really embrace this campaign. They will go to the fullest, and we would like to participate with that with our brand and with our clothing.
The bicycle, so much more than just a vehicle. It's a machine, a connector, a boundary pusher and a peacemaker. To prove this diverse power of the bike, 15 brave riders joined forces for an incredible adventure in 3 countries across all sorts of roads in search of history, camaraderie and lifelong memories. But they got more. Mother Nature decided to spread some epicness around the route by serving massive downpours and fierce headwind.
In for the adventure?
Yeah.
And do you think you will find some adventure on the 500?
Oh hell yeah. That's the whole idea, isn't it? That's the reason why I signed up. I was looking for something new, for some exploring, for some new people to meet, and this seemed to be the perfect occasion to do it.
But you've got to come up with something better to stop these 15 brave riders from pushing hard, smiling and having fun on the bike. At about 200 kilometers in, the riders came across Flanders fields, the former battlegrounds of World War I. Wet and swampy fields that used to house countless trenches now form a scene of remembrance and heroism.
Pizza! Deliveroo! Good for you guys! Good deal!
It's these exact fields that made the riders lose sight of each other in darkness. Crashes, mechanicals and all sorts of disaster resulted in a significantly smaller group at the start line of day 2.
mijn haren niet goed zitten hoor.
Leef maar aan. En dan word je net weer een beetje droog. Hoppa, begon het weer. Maar vandaag gaan we het droog houden.
Waking up crunchy after some Belgian beers and the abuse of the day before, there was only one thing that could bring back life to the empty bodies. Coffee. Ten remaining warriors got themselves ready again in the old town of Ypres for the remaining 300 kilometers. Just as if day 1 wasn't brutal enough, day 2 was even longer and had more climbing. Through darkness and vast rolling fields, the brave warriors passed countless memorials of the Great War. Cemeteries and trenches, connected by Gent-Wevelgem's famous gravel plug streets, brought the group to the first of many cycling history spots. Frank van den Broeke, aka VDB, already received a godlike status at a very young age. This Belgian wonder boy had the style and the skills to become the greatest cyclist of all time, but he also had to deal with the pressure of a cycling nation. Unfortunately, he passed away in Senegal back in 2009. Many legends in cycling earned their titles from battles on the road that our brave riders conquered on the second day. First of many holy cycling grounds was the Roubaix Velodrome, where boys become men and when there's just thousands of seconds between becoming a hero forever or smashing your handlebars out of frustration. The wood of the former velodrome was looted during the cold winter days in World War I. But after rebuilding the 500-meter track in concrete, it was back to host the Paris-Roubaix finish for decades. A couple of laps, some sprints and some bucket list ticks later, the legs got warm, the body got caffeinated and the brain got mentally prepared for the real deal. Flanders and its cobbled climbs. Riding the most iconic places in the history of a sport, quite something special. How often have you heard someone playing football at Camp Nou or playing a game of tennis at Roland Garros? Right, the wonderful world of cycling and its history is available for everyone. And the mother of all, the Muur van Gerardsbergen. The chapel on top of this rough double-digit climb provides a dry shelter and warmth when it much needed. The top of the Muur marked the start of their last stretch. With still 180k to go, the mental game was on. Also also physically, the drained bodies were hard to pull over the rolling terrain. This also resulted in the 6th and last abandon. Powerful Leandra made the wise decision to get into the car. The 9 remaining riders flew home, taking turns at the front. The only way to reach the finish line is to keep challenging each other. Also, one of the mental magic tricks is visualizing a cold beer at the finish line. This form of mental dopage can keep you going for hours and hours. We didn't really believe ourselves that we only left the day before. The journey felt like a week at least. New friendship, 1,000 stories and even more big smiles. Quite remarkable actually when looking at the weather conditions and the brutal route. The power of adventure cycling once again did a phenomenal job in connecting people, creating memories, learning about history and pushing mental and physical boundaries. Dear bicycle, thank you.
Iemand fiets kopen? Ik ben uitgehaald geweest. Ja, dat is wel waar.
Iets voor een oude
Eén keer op proef gereden en bleek toch niet.
Ik had gehoopt dat hij zou zeggen, dit was een Crazy 500. We hebben gelachen.